Working on your own self-worth is wellness itself. And without the feeling of worthiness, you're not going to accomplish anything else. My name is CJ. This is Evolve Strong with CJ. I help you lose 10 pounds and 5 inches in 28 days. That's my main claim to fame, but I help with a lot more. Huge shout out to Adriana Oriana and Sharon at the Presbyterian Solutions Group. They invited me on Friday to listen to an amazing international speaker. Her name is Dr. Taryn Marie. She is the founder of the Resilience Leadership Institute, which is, I don't know. I mean, her speech on Friday was simply amazing. And I had a few nuggets of knowledge that I took away that I'd like to share with you today. And one of the biggest eye-openers was that if you don't have a sense of worth, or you're not working on your sense of worthiness, the rest doesn't even follow. And I think this is a key concept. And she dove really deep into, she has this book, and she dove deep into two of her concepts on the 5 principles of resilience. And the whole speech was about resilience, right? And her entire concept was you never bounce back, you bounce forward. And everybody, no matter who you are, has had an experience with resilience. So we are all bouncing forward. And that is like the coolest thing that she said. And with that, she dove deep into one of the concepts that I really enjoy and that I specialize in, and it's connection. But it's not connection with those around you. It was the connection that you have with your own internal self, or that voice inside of you. You would never allow anybody else to sit there and tell you, you're fat, you're ugly, you don't look good today, you are no good, you're not intelligent, but these are the type of conversations we have with ourselves daily, internally. We look at ourselves in the mirror and we say, oh man, we look fat today. Or we look at ourselves in the mirror and you look at a piece of clothing that just isn't feeling right. And you say, man, that just doesn't look good. Or you make a mistake and you say, well, you're stupid, CJ, right? These are the conversations we have with ourselves every single day. And just like anything, if you continue to provide that kind of feedback loop internally that is negative, your sense of worthiness begins to deteriorate considerably. And when that happens, and you start believing that you're fat, or you start believing that you're an overeater, you start believing you're an alcoholic, you start believing that you're an addict, you start believing that you're no good at business, you start believing you're no good at marketing, you start believing that you're no good at school, guess what? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And especially in the fitness realm, when you start saying, I'm not an athlete, I can't do that, I'm big boned, or I'm just fat. Guess what? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So what you have to say, you have to stop that negative thought. You have to stop that shit in its track. Just like you wouldn't accept an abusive person telling you that shit off the street, don't accept it from yourself either. Be mindful about it, and then start making the corrective actions. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, say, I am beautiful. When you look at yourself on the scale saying, okay, I am where I'm at, but I can do this. I can accomplish this. I am worth it, right? And I think that's a huge first step that we all have to make. And I'll tell you, lately, I have been dealing with stress levels that are off the charts. Having to move my entire business and having to overcome certain obstacles that should take probably months and months and months compressing that within 3 weeks and actually finding a place, having a place, signing the lease. That is done. Now I have to hold back and allow the bureaucrats to do their job to tell me that where I'm at is okay to build a gym. It's out of my control, but I have to understand that I have to believe in myself and my capabilities. And I have to say, okay, I have done everything that I could do within my power and allow the rest just to be. And then when they give us a green tag, then I have to work my ass off again, right? But the stress levels are there. But I can't beat myself up for possibly making the wrong decisions before, because I did the best I could do it under the circumstances, right? And I have to realize that self-talk, that yes, I am a 25-year veteran in this industry. Yes, my stuff works, but I am human and things just sometimes don't work out the way that you plan them to be. And that is a sense of worthiness. I can't lose that sense of worthiness in the midst of chaos and being an entrepreneur as well. And so I have to walk that talk every single day, and I have to show up and continue to provide the services that my clients require, because that's my job, that's my passion, that's what I do. For you, being an individual, you have to realize that I, as your coach, have to tell you that you are worthy for the improved body. You are worthy for the improved strength. You are worthy of good meals rather than junk. You are worthy of that hour spent for you. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. This is that one body we have, the one life we have. You are worthy. And you have to let yourself know that. You are worthy of better. You're worthy of not waking up hungover. You are worthy of fitting in those skinny jeans again. You are worthy of being proud of what you see in the mirror. You are worthy of feeling strong and capable. You are. So work on that internal voice and that internal connection and making it more positive on a daily basis so you can improve your self-worth, so you can spend that time, that energy, those assets, whatever you have, on yourself. That's a cool little lesson, right? And again, big shout out to Presbyterian Solutions Group, to all the leadership over there, Adriana, Oriana, Sharon. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for allowing me to continue my education so I can actually share and continue the message of Dr. Taryn Marie. I'll put some information with her. Again, Dr. Taryn Marie, The 5 Practices of Highly Resilient People, Why Some Flourish When Others Fold. It's a #1 Wall Street Journal book. Probably I would highly recommend it. I'm going to probably read it as well. Maybe we could read it as a group. Okay. Hey, listen up. 505-591-4700. If you need to reach out, 505-591-4700. Text or call. Also, guys, subscribe. It helps me out a ton. For my art tiers, remember, start strong, stay strong. Always be evolve strong. Later, team.